Hey y'all, hey, welcome to another video from me, Princess. Hello, how's it going? I hope all is well. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and watching it. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your energy and your time. So this video is me getting ready for the fall semester at college. I am taking 2 classes this fall semester. The fall semester starts from August the 26th through sometime in December or something like that. It technically starts the Saturday before the 26th, but my first class isn't until Tuesday. My classes are Tuesday and Thursday. One is in person, one is online. And the reason why that is because your girl works a full-time job. So doing 2 in-person classes is impossible. Actually, probably a good portion of this is impossible work, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, we're gonna make it work. I go to college for business. I am a business analyst at the electric company here in California. I'm not gonna say which one for safety purposes. I'm not trying to have anybody mess up my money, you know what I mean? Call them and be like, hey, you see what Princess said on the internet? No, I ain't got time for that. So yeah, in order for my classes and education to be paid for, I have to do something that is related to my job. So because I'm a business analyst, getting my bachelor's in business is the way to go. Luckily, so far in my extensive experience at work, I haven't had to have a bachelor's in business, but in order for me to move up to the next level to make more money, I need to go ahead and get on to getting my bachelor's, which shouldn't take me too long, probably about like 2 years or so, hopefully. If I keep going at the pace I'm going, it should take about 2 years if I do like 2 classes a semester or so. Anyways, nevertheless, I wanted to introduce this video. The next couple clips and stuff that you're gonna see is me going to the school, me going to the bookstore, me going to Office Max, me going to the mall. Every single semester I buy a new backpack. I have plenty of backpacks, but every semester that I decide to go back to college, I always buy a new backpack just so I can bring in newness into the new semester. That's not something that you have to do. That's just something that I do. But after you see all those clips and everything, I'm going to show you the backpack that I end up buying, which I think you actually see in a clip. But I'm going to show you the backpack I end up buying as well as everything that's in my backpack right now. And I will talk about the apps that I will be using, hopefully for success and all that good stuff. And probably some tips. I'm probably not the best person to give you tips, but I will try nevertheless. And maybe you can give me some tips too, because I'm going to need some tips on time management, which I'll go over a little later. But I will go ahead and let y'all get into the clips with some aesthetic background music, and I'll see y'all afterwards, and we will talk about everything that Hey, welcome back. So you saw that I went to the bookstore. Unfortunately, I don't know when this has changed, probably like within like the past year maybe, but the bookstore at the college no longer carries the books for class. You have to like order them online and get them sent to your house or get sent to the school. I did order my book. It is here and such. I only have one book for one of my classes. I don't need a book for my online class for whatever reason. I don't exactly know why, but I did go up to the school. I did end up buying some index cards because those are great for especially like doing like flashcards or like jotting down some information right quick and having to quiz yourself on, like, you know, having like that recall portion of your brain work. So I did end up buying those. And then we went to the mall. I was with my mom at that point in time, and we went. It's a Hot Topic because I was looking for a backpack. I was looking for a particular backpack, and Hot Topic didn't have it, but Tilly's had it. And then when I actually like saw it in person, it wasn't big enough. It was not big enough. I wanted this particular backpack because I was seeing it everywhere. Especially, I watch a lot of study vlogs, a lot of like go to class with me vlogs type thing, and that backpack has popped up a couple of times. But it's not big enough for the stuff that I need. So I end up getting a different backpack, which I'll show you momentarily. I did go into Box Lunch, which is my favorite store. Anytime you have any questions about my shirts, sweaters, whatever the case may be, most likely I got it from Box Lunch, or I got it from GameStop, or I got it from Hot Topic. Those are literally, or FYE, for your entertainment. Those are literally the only stores that I go to for any of my clothing as far as like my shirts and sweaters go and such. So if you're curious, that's where I get most of my stuff from. And then after that, I went to Office Max. I went to Office Max with my husband after that, and I got some notebooks. Even though I got two, I got one for each class. But I will most likely be doing e-notes instead of physical notes. But at the end of the day and stuff, I do love the feel of paper. So while in class or while like, you know, watching lectures online and such, I will probably be jotting them down on paper and then transferring them to e-notes or vice versa. I'm not exactly sure, but just in case, I wanted to buy some notebooks. I also bought like a little paper, little lined paper, and that is for like to-do lists, like quick to-do lists and stuff. Like while I'm in class, I'm like, okay, I need to do this when I get home or whatever the case would be. So that's why I bought that. And yeah, I think, oh, and I bought pens, highlighters, pencils, all that good stuff. You also saw that I reset my GoodNotes, which is what I use on my iPad, which I'll show you in a moment, as well as I reset my Notion, which I also use for school. So Notion is a really cool tool. It's like you can make like your own page and like all that good stuff. You can like look up Notion videos on YouTube if you would like, but mine is Dark Academia themed because I love Dark Academia, obviously. But I went ahead and set up both classes in Notion already. I still need to go in and put in the syllabus, the syllabi? Is that the plural of syllabuses? Or syllabus? I will put in the syllabi, I guess, from the classes in there, as well as any teacher information, email address, all that good stuff. I'll put all that in there once I get it. I do not have it yet, but once I get that stuff, I will put it in there, as well as any important dates, exam dates, homework dates, all that good stuff. All that will be put in there as well. And I used to use Notion a lot, like when I went back to college last semester, but I don't use it when I'm not in college, because I just don't. I love Notion because it keeps me very organized and such. So yeah, you saw that as well. So now that I've talked about everything that I bought and everything that I reset and all that good stuff, I will show you my backpack, what is in my backpack, and I'll also show you the stuff that I use in my iPad and all that good stuff. So let's get into that. So here is my backpack. I am obsessed with like this dark green. I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with it. I bought this from Tilly's. Oh, we'll take this off because Tilly's ain't paying me to rep them. So I'm gonna take that off. But this is the Herschel backpack, and it has like a pleather underneath, so when you put your backpack down it doesn't like fray and stuff like that. And the things are pretty hefty because I got some stuff in here, and the backpack I wanted just was not big enough for my big ass fucking laptop, which is the first thing that we're gonna talk about. The first thing I always put in any backpack is my MacBook. This is a holder for it. This is my MacBook Pro. This is the, I want to say it's like 16. It's 16 inches. The screen is 16 inches. I think this is the 2023 or maybe 24. I'm not exactly sure. It's either 23 or 24. I'll put the specs on the screen and such. But I use my MacBook so much while in college. I don't use it like normally, like in regular life outside of college, because I have a whole ass Mac in front of me, so I use that for everything else and such. But while in college, I use my MacBook, which has not steered me wrong at all. I do like that they added the USB-C ports. I don't know if you can see it right here, as well as a HDMI port and like a port for your card and such, like if you like do any type of like video editing and such. And then there's another USB-C port and stuff. I'm so happy that they listened and put more ports on them. I had the other MacBook Pro, I want to say it's a 13-inch one, and I want to say it was like some years ago, and they took off most of the ports and stuff. So I'm happy that they put them back on. So this is a necessity for me personally. Okay, this is a necessity. My MacBook Pro is a necessity, and if this can't fit into my backpack, I'm not getting that backpack. Okay, also in here I have a folder that I got. They didn't have a green folder. This is like a blush pink, but I got this folder for anything that is given paper wise in my physical class. So I wanted to have a folder so I'm organized. After I get it like as in the paper and stuff, I'll probably scan it into GoodNotes, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then I have I bought a quad ruled notebook. This is just a graph paper, and I bought this because I love writing like notes and such on graph paper. Like, to me, it just helps me stay in the lines a little better. Also, in a clip from Office Max, you saw that I was like looking at the paper in the notebooks. I cannot stand wide rule notebooks. Like, I write too big for that, and it just makes my handwriting look a lot bigger. And so I love college rule notebooks, and some of those notebooks had like ashy looking paper. I don't know how to explain it. I just didn't like the way the paper felt, so I was like, that's why I was looking at the pages and stuff like that, because I was like, I don't like how this looks and such. But anyways, here is the other notebook that you saw me buy. So I'll probably have one for my business law class and one for my business finance class or something of the case. And then here is my textbook. So my business law essentials textbook that I'm sure I'll be using for my business law class. And then here's the little paper that I was talking about for, I'm going to use it for like to-do lists and stuff like that. Like just quick to-do lists. And then last but not least, as far as what's like inside of my backpack, I have my iPad. This is just a regular iPad. This one is 11 inches, I think. And I also have the pen here. I use this on a regular basis for my thumbnails for YouTube. But on here, I also have GoodNotes right here. So GoodNotes is an app that you have to pay for, but it's just like a one-time payment. I want to say it's like less than $10 or something like that. But I use GoodNotes to write notes for class, as well as I use it sometimes when I'm planning out content. And I also and a good tool for it is that you can like literally like clip like something from like the lecture or something like that and put it directly into your notes and make notes on it or whatever the case be. You can also like scan things and put it into your notes, into your GoodNotes as well. So you saw that I set up some folders, and I set up like already like a notebook for lecture notes and all that good stuff. So all that is in GoodNotes. So I have something for e-notes as well as something for physical notes and all that good stuff. So that is all that was in this part. And in this part is just like pins. Oh, I have lined sticky notes. We'll literally write Cricut. So then I have like a smaller ones. And then here are the highlighters that I bought. I want the key ones, as well as the pins I got. And here is a purple and a blue one. Okay, so I don't have a pencil in here, but I will. And I have a whole bunch of these too. I have one on my desk too. This is like an eraser for a pencil. But actually, I'll just go ahead and throw that in here now. So yeah, that's all the stuff in my backpack, all the stuff that I bought for the semester. Here's where my advice is coming in, okay? So for those of y'all who don't know, okay, I have a full-time job, right? I work a full-time job. I'm a wife, obviously. I'm a content creator, obviously. I'm planning a vow renewal right now. I'm already in a college club. I'm the treasurer for said club. There is an event coming up actually on Tuesday that I will need to be at. Like, I have all this stuff going on all the time and everything. And it's kind of just like a personality trait that if I don't have a whole bunch of stuff going on, I feel very bored, I guess. I don't know the best way to say that. So the best advice that I try to give myself and or other people as far as like going back to college or like, you know, juggling everything is just organization. Like, I have OCD, so already I try to be extremely fucking organized, but organization and time management, that's where y'all come in at. My time management is trash. So if y'all have some advice for me as far as that goes, then I would appreciate that. Another thing that a lot of people take for granted as far as doing multiple things at once is a good support system. I have an amazing support system. My mom is very supportive. My husband is very supportive. Like, where I lack in something, my husband will fill in the void of that. So if I won't be able to clean as much because now, like, you know, with work and school and everything, like, he will pick up the slack for me and such. And if I'm like, oh babe, like I can't cook tonight, like, can you handle that? He'll handle that. Can you wash the dishes? He'll handle that type of thing. We've already sat down and had a conversation about like what the plan is going to be when school starts, because a lot of the stuff that I do now I just won't be able to do, or I won't be able to do as much as such. So that is very important that you have some type of support system. And if you need a support system, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. So if you need me, let me know. Another thing that people take for granted is self-care. Y'all. Self-care is very important. Reading books is an act of self-care, if that's what it is for you, type of thing. Getting pampered. I'm on vacation, so next week I will be getting pampered. I'm getting my eyelashes done, my nails done, my hair done, all that good stuff, as well as planning for the wedding and all that good stuff. So make sure that you're taking a day to do something of self-care. Like, I know a lot of people be like, oh, you know, you should do it every day type thing, and it's just sometimes it just doesn't work like that. But make sure that at least one day out of the week, for maybe a couple hours or something, try to fit in something for yourself, because that is very, very important. Extremely important. And then obviously time management. Time management is very important too. Understand that there's only 24 hours in a day, and understand that if you have a super long to-do list, like, maybe you won't be able to do everything, and that's okay. I know how hard it is to beat yourself up, to be like, I should be able to do all these things and everything. Be okay with sometimes things just gonna have to be put on the back burner. I'll get to it when I get to it, and don't feel guilty about that. I do not do daily to-do lists. I do weekly to-do lists just because it's better for me mentally, but that's also my advice for that as well. And try to have a good work-life balance. So, like, I'm trying to balance work, life, school, content. So just try to make sure you have some type of balance. It's going to be difficult, and give yourself grace for that. Give yourself time for that. It's going to take time to get used to doing something that maybe you don't do. Like, it's been some time since I've taken a class and such, so getting back into taking a class, getting back into going back to college and everything, it's just going to take time, and I need to make sure that I am being kind to myself to do so. That things take time. Nothing happens overnight. So that's my advice. Those are the apps that I use, how I use them, what I bought, all that good stuff. I always buy new clothes because it's always a plus, you know, buying new clothes and stuff. But with the fall semester, I bought some sweaters and such. Like, but it never gets like super cold in California for whatever reason. But nevertheless, I'm ready regardless. I cannot wait for the fall to get here. I love the fall. It's my favorite season. Obviously, my birthday's in November, so a fall baby here, you know. But outside of that, if you have any questions or anything of the case, or if you need me to be your support system or anything, all my social medias are down below. Everything's open, stuff on Discord is down below. Everything is down below for you. I hope this video helped some type of way, because it's definitely helped me put things into perspective. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for watching. I will definitely see y'all in the next video. Okay, cool. I love you. Okay, cool. Bye.